Because of the weakened condition of the ice this winter, and we haven't had a good freeze throughout the country, there have been an estimated 24 deaths so far as a result of people falling through the ice. Life-Saving Resources and the National Drowning Prevention Alliance advocates that no ice is safe ice, and that you should never go out on the ice unless you know you've got at least 5 inches of new, clear, hard ice. If you're going out on the ice, there are certain precautions you should take. One is to be sure that you've got appropriate ice thickness. Number 2, to be sure that you've got a float coat or something like that that will keep you afloat should you fall through the ice. And this also provides extended hypothermia protection for you. But you should consider, for your own personal safety, something like ice picks. The pick of life is one example. If you go through the ice and you need to pick your way out, it's got a retractable sleeve. You slam it down on the ice, the sleeve will retract, exposing a metal pin, which allows you at that point to pull yourself out. Another thing is, if you can't get out, some type of signaling device, such as a P-less plastic whistle. So you can use it to signal for help, wave for help, and so forth. This year, again, about 24 deaths have occurred throughout the country. A lot of those deaths have been attributed to people going out on the ice trying to effect a rescue of a domestic animal, a pet, a dog that's gone through the ice. So we strongly advocate that you keep your animals under control. Don't let them venture out onto the ice. And if they do go through the ice, they are better equipped for self-rescue than we are. So don't attempt to go out there and attempt to rescue yourself, but rather call 911, let the professionals that are trained and equipped and prepared to deal with the incident. This is a rescue throw bag. It contains about 70 feet of line, so that if I need to effect a rescue from shore, I can take this device and throw it out to the victim in order to provide assistance from shore, but so that I don't need to go out on the ice to effect a rescue. Again, the rescue personnel that are arriving on the scene, they are trained and equipped and prepared to deal with water rescue. For shore, I can throw a line such as this. If you fall through the ice, the most important thing immediately is to protect your airway. So you cover your mouth and nose so you don't aspirate or gasp on the water, which is going to trigger a laryngeal spasm, a reflex spasm of your airway. So you cover your mouth. Secondly, you need to control your breathing, slow down your breathing. We don't want you to hyperventilate. So control your breathing, slow it down, try to stay calm, and then you're going to kick your legs out behind you, try to swim out, come out on the solid ice, the area where you just came in from, and then once you're out, distribute your weight and roll away from that hole. And only when you're on what appears to be solid ice can you come up to your knees and then try to crawl away from the hole. If you cannot get out of the ice, you need to signal for help, and that's why we advocate carrying a plastic P-less whistle. If someone needs help while you're calling 911, you can attempt a shore-based rescue. Don't go in the water after the victim, but attempt to reach them by throwing or extending something to them. He's wrapping the rope around his arm, and then I'll drag him out slowly. Again, to attempt a rescue from shore, keep your center of gravity low, your bases support wide, and extend something to the victim without putting myself in jeopardy.